Do you think you can solve this reading and writing SAT question? In this question, we're given the following text from George Eliot's novel, Middlemarch. The text reads as follows. Mr. Brooke had traveled in his younger years and was held in this part of the country to have contracted a too rambling habit of mind. Mr. Brooke's conclusions were as difficult to predict as the weather. As used in the text, what does the word contracted most nearly mean? Did you guess C, developed? Great, that's exactly it. Now, this is a words in context style question. So, for example, the answer choice A, restricted, does have the same meaning as contracted in certain circumstances. However, for these type of questions, we need to take in the whole context to understand what's the best meaning of the word contracted. Answer choice C is much more appropriate in this context because the text talks about Mr. Brooke developing a habit of mind, likening it to a disease that was contracted or developed. And it wouldn't make so much sense to say that it was restricted because you don't restrict a disease, you contract it or develop it. And this is a great example of how word and context questions can be very misleading because there may be answer choices in them that do have the same meaning as the underlying word, but does not make sense in the context given. And the SAT will leave answer choices to mislead the student into thinking a more definitional answer. This is one of many misleading and difficult questions on the reading and writing section of the SAT. So be sure to follow and subscribe to 1% Prep for more tips on how to avoid these common mistakes, identify these trapdoors set by the SAT, and score the best you possibly can.